Hello there.
Huge Marvel Rival leaks have just hit the internet, along with the Marvel Rivals Season 2 trailer showing the Hellfire Gala, showing Ultron, and showing some new lore for the Ultron character that is extremely interesting, as well as hints at new characters, potentially like Daredevil, and then some new stuff for Winter Soldier, some new skins. We're going to break it all down in this video. If you guys enjoy my Marvel content, check out my channel. I have a bunch more stuff just like this, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
So yeah, guys, like I was saying in the intro there, we have some huge new leaks for Marvel Rivals, including a potential new map being Krakoa, which is definitely coming to Marvel Rivals, but even more new maps releasing mid-season, and that map is going to be called Arakko. Now, Arakko is pretty much Mars in the Marvel Universe, and it is an established mutant homeworld, or I guess a mutant refuge. The mutants come from Earth, but it is a refuge for mutants, and I guess you could say it is some kind of mutant homeworld, or a region of the planet is anyways. But yeah, it is kind of like Krakoa, but of course it is on Mars, and it looks like it's going to be releasing, according to XOX Leak, over on X at season 2.5, so in the middle of the season. Now, beyond that, we have some new team-ups coming to Marvel Rivals that include one called Stars Align, which is a Captain America and Winter Soldier team-up where Winter Soldier can jump towards allies for a quick reposition that sends out a shockwave. He can also do this with Captain America to do more damage and debuff enemies. There's another one with Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange called Arcane Order that transforms her attack into a rapid-fire long-range projectile. That one sounds really hype. A new team-up called Mental Projection from Emma Frost, Psylocke, and Magneto that allows Psylocke and Magneto to create projections of themselves. So it's a similar ability to something Loki already has. And on top of that, we have a whole bunch of new skins coming to the game for Marvel Rivals Season 2, including my favorite one, which is the Joe Fixit skin. I'll definitely be getting that one. Of course, I'll be getting all of the skins in Season 2, and most of it seems to be centered around the Hellfire Gala, which of course was a mutant gala in the Marvel Universe, and a pretty big story arc in the Marvel Comics as well. And you can see here all of the various skins for all of the characters, including Captain America, including Luna Snow, including Black Panther, and of course the Hulk. So many different characters, and then of course our big character reveal of Emma Frost coming to the game, who looks to be one of the best vanguards in the game. She looks to be pretty OP, the mutant version of Scarlet Witch, or she's kind of like an iced out version of Scarlet Witch, and she's a little bit more focused on telepathy more so than Scarlet Witch is, where she's more focused on magic. Not only do we have an intro animation for the character, we have an entire Emma Frost trailer showing off her abilities. She looks really OP, kind of like Scarlet Witch is as well, especially if you're close range. She kind of has an attack that's just a non-stop barrage that doesn't even really require much aiming. Very, very similar to Scarlet Witch in the game. And then the big hype stuff for me here is the look at Ultron. Now, Ultron is going to have some new lore in this game where he goes to the Hellfire Gala to attack the mutants and attack the Avengers and the X-Men, and he ends up merging with Cerebro and becoming Extron, which I think is insanely hype. We can actually see a look at the skin, which is most likely probably going to be an Ultron skin. I'm assuming this is a skin for the character that's coming to the game, but Extron looks like an insanely hype character evolution for Ultron in the game. And once again, Ultron design just doesn't miss. Ultron design, every form of media, even the movie, at first I didn't really like it, but it really grew on me. I think every version of Ultron has been really epic. We have really not had very many bad Ultron designs, and this Marvel Rivals is just another epic design for the character, and we can see things like nameplates here, and of course the epic trailer showing Ultron merging with Cerebro to become Extron. I even think the name is sick for the character, so we'll have to see how this evolves in the story of the season pass. But it's funny how these Chinese developers are seeming to write better stories than some of the Marvel films. I would love to see some of this stuff actually unfold in the MCU itself. Now, on April 11th, we're going to be getting a couple new skins in Marvel Rivals, including an X-Revolution skin for Emma Frost and a King of Spartax skin for Star-Lord. Both of those kind of part of that Hellfire event with that Hellfire theme going on. And even a pretty solid look here at Thor's Hellfire Gala skin, which we actually get in the loading screen video for the Krakoa map. So they're surprisingly adding in a lot of skins and a lot of awesome lore to Marvel that gets me really excited for the future of Marvel Rivals and what they're going to continue to add here. Now, in terms of more skins, we also have a look at the free ranked skin icon for the Human Torch, showcasing one of the coolest skins in this game. And then we're hearing word that we're getting an MCU Winter Soldier skin coming to the game as well. Really exciting news there. Namor's getting a retro X-Men outfit as well. But really the one skin that I'm looking forward to the most here is the Winter Soldier skin coming to the game. And a big tease in terms of characters, in terms of more characters coming to the game, we're actually getting a tease for Vision. Now it says this about the Extron character, Ultron's evolution with Cerebro. It says, after his unexpected revival in the hatchery, the newly minted Extron resumes the assault on Krakoa, ultimately seizing Cerebro before departing to Araco. But seeing the lifeless original Ultron gives Tony Stark an idea. Maybe it's time to fight fire with fire. So once again, they're digging deep into the Marvel lore and giving Vision an origin in the Marvel Rivals game, using the previous body of Ultron to create Vision. Seems like we're going to be getting Vision probably in the next couple of seasons in this game, maybe even season 3. But it's kind of interesting because we haven't had a lot of stuff in the files about Vision. We don't know anything about his abilities or his powers. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of phasing involved. I'm sure the beam in the center of his head, or I guess the gem or whatever you want to call it, it's not going to be an Infinity Stone like the MCU. I'm sure that will be utilized in his power set as well. But yeah, a pretty good tease there for Vision ultimately coming to the game. And then my favorite thing here, they finally found evidence of Daredevil in the files for Marvel Rivals. It says leakers have confirmed Daredevil has been mentioned in the code for Marvel Rivals along with his passive ability. His passive ability is apparently called spherical clipping. I can't really make out what exactly that's going to mean thinking off the top of my head. I have to assume that it's probably going to have something to do with Daredevil's echolocation, just with the word spherical there. And maybe in some way, shape, or form, you can actually cause damage with your echolocation. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see when the character actually comes, but I have to assume if Daredevil's coming, it's not going to be for a few seasons because we haven't had any mentions of him, and they're setting up a lot of stuff for the next few seasons that's going to tie them up a little bit from releasing Daredevil, unless he's like a secret character or a mid-season release similar to Emma Frost. We'll have to wait and see, guys, but comment down below, let me know what you think, because these are a lot of big Marvel Rivals leaks coming for the game, and it seems like they're keeping up with a ton of content and finding ways to keep fans super invested. The player numbers aren't quite what they were, but they never do stay on top. They're still maintaining that 100,000 player count, which is amazing. And overall, I think Marvel Rivals is a revitalizing game for the industry in general. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And for this video, that's all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.